Okay, we'll get to the leading to the fact that the pedophilia is built into our nature because the child must, for the male boys, learn to discharge violence and be violent if they are not violent enough for starters by being raped, and the female must be a reward for the male pedophile who receives this token of appreciation for nature because, and I can't find this fucking quote right now, pause. Yeah, so the quote is, hang on, the reason for anything is basically that life is a game of pain. You become increasingly better at until you, out of graceful vengeance, starts distributing it yourself. The reward of pleasure should always be higher than the pain inflicted. Perfect. The point is that life hurts. Life is shit. And it has to be for us to be here because there's contradicting interests in a dynamical environment. This means that you want something, someone else wants something, and sometimes, if not often, someone wants the same as you. The pretty girl, the same food, the same kill, the same sex, the same territory, same blood. And there's adequate space, because adequate means that the winner takes it all. That's because life, even though being a game of pain, is a gift. Because gratitude is our highest purpose, leaving the navigation of our gratitude the highest for us. It's your legs. It's your life. It's your adventure. It's your journey. It's your pain. And it's your death. Life isn't about the collective at all. It's about being in life in a way where when you are in life, you navigate to make the cons be to your advantage. It's about killing. It's about destroying. It's about the rape. And for the eldest of us, always for the eldest souls, it's about pedophilia and the hunt thereof. Taking pride in being a sexual predator because you're not a sheep or a leaf of grass. It's about hunting. It's about making purpose through the pain by once you have learned enough about it to intuitively, because you have your soul with you, navigate in favor of distributing this pain for the victim to relish in the sorrow, the pain, and the destruction and death you inflict, post-mortem if not, with the question, why? And to which the answer from the divine always is the same. When he's prepared to take your life, John, don't you think he enjoyed it more than he enjoyed your death? Or life. It's your life. The three worst dogmas of existence are tradition, that robs our story, morals, that robs our souls, and the law, that robs our bodies. By defining for you, on your legs, what makes you grateful in spite of their verdict, submitting to the fact, to the circumstances, that you should be inferior to the might of those three in your hunt for pleasure. You are weak, weakened through 5,000 to 10,000 years of evolution that tells you that you should live in a harness and in a culture, on a planet, in nature, that has no respect for the needs you carry with you from nature, and that culture should subdue you in those needs, and that your way forward should be robbed from you, and that this knowledge here is not given to you from this knowledge. You are a victim of disease so built into us that you should have been nuked ages ago. You are sick. Sick from lack of culture teaching you how to be a man. Sick from lack of culture teaching females they have no rights. That children has no rights, and that slaves has no rights. You have neither bitches, you have neither fuckable children, and you haven't got slaves. And all three are essential for the thriving of a man, to whom and for which it is all about. You are sickened in your core, because whatever you perceive to be true is by default wrong. You are in nature, and you have to have a document of consent making love to a female, who is built in any and all ways to get a smack, to take it up the ass, and to smear you a sandwich. You ask a bitch about her opinion, and you educate your children all the same on a dying planet. You have no idea how irreparably, inconceivably, fundamentally destroyed and sick you absolutely are. Do you understand? The child must learn about cock. Several reasons. In our nature, she's depending on it because she needs to know that sex feels good when educated to become a female. The man has the prize in the fact that he can take the children of the enemy tribe and fuck them as he wants them. The female is built to be a bitch and thus must have violence exposed to her. Her choices robbed from her, and her shit that is her life being her life. A female has the right to 5 things: violence, chores, children, abuse, and suicide. That is her right. She hasn't got any other rights because her life has to be shit for her to grow into becoming a man. The same applies to a homosexual who is just out of the female state spiritually. Like in life, we grow in our bodies. Like spirituality, we grow with our souls. You start as nothing, as a piece of dust on the floor, becoming a leaf of grass, becoming a single-celled organism, becoming an ant, becoming a slug, becoming a chicken, becoming a pig, a horse, a cow. Then you become female. When you've had enough of that, you become homosexual. Those bitch-ass men walking around with bras and skirts and makeup and paint in their face. A homosexual has right to one piece. One. Anywhere he is known to be a homosexual, it must be beaten out of him. He has not got the right to be killed for his homosexuality. That's not your right. You can kill him for his actions, but not for his homosexuality. Then, when that is beaten out of him, he becomes a smith, violent and strong, dumb as a door. And over time, he grows, become more and more strong of mind and body and spirit. Also through shit, through violence, through slavery, if not. And then ultimately at the end, becomes a pedophile. Now, because a pedophile is your oldest soul, you listen to him, and this will bring us to La Rosa Conciliae. The point is that you have found no argument for reincarnation yourself. But I would like to see one argument against in a world where we have our spirit and our soul and our minds. I would like to see one argument against reincarnation. So, we are eternal. If you look at the body, a corpse, there's nothing in there. Nothing at all. There's nothing in there. It's a husk, blue and dead. When you look at a living body, comatose patient, it's quite different. There's someone in there waiting. Someone sleeping in there waiting, even though still. It senses, because you're not daft machinery, but have a soul. Regardless of how much chloride the World Bank puts in your water and the salt. We'll be talking in the next chapter here in about 40 seconds about La Rosa Conciliae, how it works, and what the purpose of this is. I'll be reading up on it and my notes, and then we'll be looking into it. It's a patch for communism and democracy and any other form of rule. It's anarchy, so it works and can't be wrong. It's group orientation, basically, so it can't be wrong. I urge that we look into it. Thank you. It's got to also click in 3 seconds. 2, 1, now.